But what has it done for the belief of the group?
Yeah, it just got the confidence up, to know that we weren't far away. We kind of knew it, but we hadn't proved it when the bright lights are on. So to beat the top team, and we were up probably double figures most of the game. They had a really good late charge for us, but it just gives us a little bit of a confidence that, hey, yeah, we're back on track, and hopefully we'll see that again this week.
You're up by 16 in that first, and then you got it back, but also, I know, knowing what coaches are like, knowing that result was pretty much on the fingertips of Castor Ware as well. Are you wary not to get too confident and think, right, we've solved all of our issues?
No, yeah, you're right. It's the basketball guys are smiling on us, but we work really hard. We haven't seen that high intensity, have your mates back for a while, and we broke down defensively. To hold that team to that score is outstanding, and we're built on defence. We've got to play defence. We don't play defence, we're not going to challenge for a championship or even make the playoffs. So that was a big part of us, and we've seen that intensity last weekend, and now that's something to build on for the rest of the season.
Bryce responded with 27 and a great performance. Now he goes back to the Adelaide again and love to apply that pressure and the clamps on. You expect him to be targeted, and how do you get around it? Yeah,
without a question. Bryce gets targeted every time we play, so it's either the traps or denying him the ball, and it's really up to our other teammates to find him. And against the Adelaide game, he was open plenty of occasions, but we didn't find him with the spots he wants the ball. So that's collectively we've got to do a better job. And we want Bryce to shoot the ball 17, 18 times a game, not 10. So we'll put him in those situations a little bit better.
Did you thoroughly review what they did to him last time to try and work out a few different ways to get him the ball?
Yeah, without a question. They were trapping him hard and face guarding, but like I said, we missed him on a number of occasions, and we also missed a lot of layups, and we got to clean those things up and rebound the ball. Against Adelaide that like to run the ball, if we don't rebound, we're in trouble. And they out-rebound us on the offensive end, and that's something that's a big focus for us.
With your players knowing that they will target Bryce a bit like they did last time and try to prevent him from shooting, will they be more ready to shoot themselves rather than thinking that he'd be taking his 17, 18?
Yeah, this is not, there's a lot of teams do the same for Bryce all season. That's what happens when you're the MVP of the league, you get targeted. So it's not something that we're not unfamiliar with, and Adelaide do it like every other team do it. So we just got to be mindful and have great spacing out in the court. And when we do that, we score more often.
How do you slow them down?
Well, rebound the ball.
Yep.
Rebound. They're a fast-breaking team, and they want to get to the rim. They shoot the least amount of threes in the league. They certainly want to get 2 feet in the paint and attack the rim, and we've got to rebound the ball. If you rebound the ball, you control the tempo of the game. So that's a big part of it.
They look like they're playing with that edge at the moment. They've obviously got that belief, but they've got a sharp edge about them at the moment. Do you feel that's sort of maybe what you got back towards on Sunday? Yeah,
it was a genuine belief out there. Even just looking in the guys' eyes, they weren't looking down at their shoelaces. They were saying, "Yeah, let's bring this challenge on." And and we had that swag, so to speak, early in the season, and we lost it because we're taking shortcuts. And we got back to hard work, roll the sleeves up, and you've seen. Nick Kay was leading by example there as well, and Damo's defence on Chris Goulding to hold him to 9 points. I think he shot 3 of 14 or something. It was just everything was hard work, so we have to get back and grindstone with the defence.
Last couple of weeks have sort of been Tariko up, then Bryce up and down, a bit of yo-yo work. How hard is it to get them to sort of fire all on the one day? Yeah,
he was unlucky last weekend. He had about 4 balls that rattled in and out, so there's going to be a game when we're all on fire. Bryce is on fire, Tariko's on fire, Jesse's on fire. So it's been a little bit of hit and miss there, but we've made the first step, and we can't jump too far ahead, but we made the first step last weekend, which was pleasing. Now we've got to build on that.
Being an import and only one of the two, do you wrap your arms around someone like Tariko when he's had a game like that when they don't quite fall for him, or do you sort of give him a little bit of a pump up like I think Damo did after the Adelaide game to Bryce, gave him a bit of a kick up the bum? Yeah, well,
Tariko, I think in the last quarter, hit a big 3 in the corner. It's like the worst thing you can do as a shooter is put the shots away. You still got to fire away, and they were quality shots, and they're going to drop, that without a question, and it's just, me being aggressive out there, and Tariko's been doing a great job for that.
Clint hasn't really been getting on court lately as a shooter. Is there a reason why he hasn't had, it was 5 minutes one week?
I didn't want to take Bryce off.
that's purely that.
It's the same as Tommy didn't play, and that's part of being sacrificing for the team. Nick was playing so well. So at this stage of the game, if the guys are playing well, I'm going to stay with them.
Is that something that you have to talk to blokes know that in advance? Like, if you might not get court time. It's just a reality of the way the games go.
Well, I don't go into planning that way, but it's the opportunity. You got to go, and if Clint comes out there and drops a fair few threes and plays well, he'll be on the court.
Yep.
So it's a stage right now of whoever's playing well is going to play.
Reece Bay started against the 36ers, was back to the bench. What do you sort of envisage him doing this week? He's been pretty impressive from an outsider's looking in.
Yeah, like Reece was probably our number 11th player at the start of the year, and he's worked his way up to be number 6, number 7, and he had a really good game against Adelaide. We changed our rotation last week just on Boone. We wanted Gus to be back in there, so yeah, we'll work those things out.
A lot of open looks against Adelaide from guys other than Bryce. Is it about them staying aggressive and being a target on offense?
Yeah, it's just getting the right shots. You know, they're helping off with the point guards, and we're just putting them in the right positions and taking the right shots. You know, Damo's corner 3 is he shoots a high clip from the corner 3, and we want to continue with that. We also want to attack the basket. You know, we didn't attack the basket enough against Adelaide.
Reece McVeigh and Harry Froling.
Jack McVeigh,
sorry.
Yeah.
McVeigh and Harry Froling, two young guys that are doing really well at the back end of this season, but they're rookies, so how much has it been this week trying to get a dominant start against these young guys to really sort of beat them out of their fun?
We don't worry about that much. It's more so about our bench really producing out, and that's probably in the last month our starters have been really good and our bench has been up and down, and last weekend it was getting a good injection by Reece, and you know, Mitch is starting to turn the corner, starting being aggressive again, and Greg was the hustle play. So we really need that input from our bench to maintain that intensity out there.
How's Damo feeling? Big week for him. Is he sleeping? Is he training? Is he definitely playing? Is everything right with the family?
Yeah, well, he got Bonnie back home last night, so that was the first night back home. So I think he's getting hand passed out and letting mum and all the kids sleep in the bed. So yeah, I know it's good for him. It's gives you a little bit of perspective on life, and Damo's got a great family, and I'm sure he's going to play hard again like he did last week. All good?
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.